Yeah, well, if all trick arrows were boomerangs, then we'd have them all.
Coming back at us.
You'd have to dodge.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction to Hawkeye. We're on episode 4. It is called Partners, am I right? I've been loving it so far. I'm kind of drawing a blank here real quick. Where do we leave off?
I mean, we need some kind of intro, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, the last episode was Echoes. It was kind of developing yet another character, presumably the bad guy, but I think even Hawkeye had a line there towards the end of the episode that, there's somebody higher up than her. The internet's roaring about the tease of potentially Kingpin, so...
It won't surprise me if Echo doesn't remain a villain, if she becomes a good guy, sort of, or something like that.
Right.
We'll see.
I'm pretty excited for this one, as I always am, so I guess we'll get right into it. Partners, am I right? Here we go, episode 4. 3, 2, 1, play. So, Mike, this will come down to, like you were talking about before, in the comics, the swordsman is who trained Hawkeye, so the last episode ended without Hawkeye looking to his left at the person with the sword, so I wonder if Hawkeye will recognize him or not.
Yeah, he didn't give any sign that he recognized him yet,
Right.
but we'll see.
Yeah, I think the camera cleverly cut right at the right moment there before we looked over.
Why do we have to get smacked with Captain America's shield every time we watch this, man?
And why is there an Avenger in my dining room?
Oh my god. You're Archer.
Hawkeye.
Clint.
It's the branding issue, I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure.
Branding issues, right? Interesting, the intro is becoming more developed. That logo is a little different every time.
He's my partner.
We're not partners. I wouldn't really describe us as friends.
Someone used my practice on my work account.
Trouble opening up.
Nobody calls me CB1.
I'm just trying to know for a second. Probably some early childhood thing. He thinks he doesn't tell me much, but he has a...
For saving the world. Don't mention it.
I would like my
Got the swords right between them.
Right.
I logged into it. So Kate is helping you with an Avengers level threat?
They said the word Avengers level.
But you are working together.
Yes.
He's got to own it.
Can I see you out?
Okay.
Oh.
Jack.
It's about to be a throwdown.
Right.
He wants that sword.
Oh, yeah. To him, it's a part of the, everything part of the Ronin.
Being good isn't always enough to keep you alive.
We might see the sister in this one, maybe.
Do you have Kate? But I'm letting you know that I cannot lose Kate. I've lost people before. I know in your line of work, you have to.
But what I can do is ensure that your daughter stays safe.
Did he get the sword? Yeah, he got it right then, dude.
I figured he did, yeah. Yeah, Sloane was something to do with Kingpin, I believe.
Okay.
I wonder why the sword's so important. I mean, isn't it just a sword?
It's
I mean,
Eleanor.
I know the watch is probably
Could
significant.
you call me back, please?
Right.
It's urgent.
I think to Clint, it's just a part of the Ronin persona, so he just needs to get everything back from it.
Talk to that friend of yours.
To cover his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Jack's CEO. You want
Huh.
running for the big guy?
There we go.
I've been wondering. Verschwinde nach mehr auf dem Gelände?
I don't think so. Why? We're gonna destroy it 10 years ago?
Well, I thought so.
Jack Frost nipping at your ear.
I don't think I've ever seen you like that before.
So if the bad guy were her dead husband, then this would have to be, he would have to be okay with all this somehow. So it seems less likely,
Right.
Another possibility I heard was the Mandarin from Shang-Chi. Didn't he let him live, but he was powerless at the end? Is that what happened? Sorry, spoilers. I don't know.
No, the dad got eaten by the dragon.
Okay.
He got soul sucked.
So it's probably not him. Maybe it's the other Mandarin.
And it's Trevor.
That was the best part of that movie. For
It
sure.
was great.
All right, this is the classic Hawkeye costume we've been waiting for.
What is all this?
Oh no.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be rough.
Simultaneously having a heartwarming holiday celebration.
Thing is, you sure that's dry erase? A boomerang arrow.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, if all trick arrows were boomerangs, then we'd have them all.
Coming back.
You'd have to dodge. Fine, live forever without me believing you. I'll just tell every stranger that I see Hawkeye is full of bolts. Whoa.
That's awesome. We've all done that trick.
He basically has the same power as Bullseye.
Bullshit.
Best shot you ever took.
The one I didn't take.
What does that mean?
Never mind. Shouldn't have said it.
Come on, consider it my Christmas present.
No, it's
Yes.
fine. It's
Look,
not the
it'll
right
be a
time.
good story, I'm sure.
It's just not a good story.
On Natasha, he chose not to kill Natasha.
Is he talking about the first Avengers movie?
We never got to see it when he freed her or whatever, but
Okay.
You lost your family in the blip.
Yeah, like half the world.
God, that must have been devastating.
Yeah, there were no words.
Is that where you met the Ronin?
she's digging.
She already figured it out.
Yeah.
It's you, isn't it?
Everybody dealt with the blip in their own way. No, it's tied to me. Tied to my family. And I can't go home until I fix it.
You're not fixing it though. You're just hiding it.
Not yet, yeah. In the end, though, there is no way to fix it like that because if people know it's him, his family will be permanently in danger for the rest of their lives, no matter how much he owns up to it or not. So, in his mind, fixing it is keeping it a secret.
So in the books, apparently Echo becomes Ronin at some point.
Mm-hmm. Wow, what a flashback here.
Okay, go get our arrows.
Back to the LARPers, so we will get to see Grills again.
Apparently, all the cops and firefighters, apparently. So Natasha's sister, the actor that plays her sister, is like the third cast. If you look at the cast list for this.
Oh,
she's
no
the third
spoilers
name.
now.
Well, it's
I didn't look at it for that reason.
it's already the fourth episode.
I didn't expect Yolanda to show up. In credit scene in Black Widow was
Right.
Val showing up and showing Hawkeye's picture and blaming him for Natasha's death. So
We gotta go. We're in this together, right?
Well, you're gonna have to change.
I knew he was gonna have to abandon her at some point because of what he told the mother.
You want to tell me what we're doing here?
Something very important to me is pinging inside that apartment. It was stolen from a black market auction. I need it back. Just give me a signal, okay? All right.
where'd he go?
Cage?
So frustrating.
No. Don't engage.
Celery, a little
Okay.
Thank you.
okay, some pretzels.
Where are you?
Relax, I'm taking you later.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was talking to an Avenger. He's in my ear.
Maybe you should stop talking.
Yeah, I'm his partner.
I'll just take this back.
No problem.
Oh, that's all right.
What am I looking for?
A watch. Belongs to someone I used to work with.
Is that the whole story, Clint?
It's a trap, isn't it?
Probably so.
All right, I'm coming.
Clint, what's going on?
Oh man,
Little help?
you're both busy. A little more of an angle,
Oh
please.
shit.
That is Widow Tech.
The similar shot to when you watch Nat die.
Yep. Ow. Who is this person? Oh, this is Yelena. It's a widow, of course.
Who the hell was that?
Someone is hired. The Black Widow assassin. This has gotten very real. Very quickly. So I'm doing this alone.
Look, I know that tonight didn't go as planned, but I chose to be here. I understand the risk. I understand all of that.
I'm not gonna do it. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Go home, Kate. It's over.
Ah, of course. I'm all thinking I'm watching a movie and it's going to continue. So yeah, just as we were talking about it, Yelena shows up.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I was like, well, it's Black Widow tech, and it still didn't click until like at the end of the fight. Oh yeah.
As soon as I realized he was fighting a woman, I figured it was her. So Lady Hydra provoked that, but she's no longer working as a Black Widow or whatever. She was doing this on her own for vengeance, right?
Right. Clint thinks it's because the tech she used and everything that she's still a Black Widow and acting,
right.
You know. But obviously, yeah, the audience, we know that Val approached her and she's on a vendetta or whatever. I don't know. That seems easily solved. I don't know. She's just, ultimately Clint's got
communication, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just a little communication, and I think she'll be back on the right team. But
not a whole lot happened except that really just all the events that we've already seen have sort of come to a head with her family and all
with
that.
The family
with
and
Jack
and getting to know where everybody is in position amongst each other. The first time we've seen the mother not being wearing like a red outfit, and that scene, it played off pretty well where Kate's always been apprehensive towards, you know, the stepfather or whatever, and she gave some emotion because she saw her mother being happy for once or whatever. And of course, you know, the next scene, it's like, oh yeah, Jack is corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn it.
It does seem like there was a little misleading, maybe with the mother, but we'll see.
On purpose, like earlier
she
on.
may not,
yeah.
Right, she may not know about any of this, but...
Right.
And I mean, what's going on with her father? There's got to be something there. He just gives her motivation.
Right.
But still, something was going on there.
I mean, every episode introduces somebody new to the plot, and he did it again.
Yeah, it's more and more badasses every
episode, right? The mother dropped the phrase in the community, the Avengers level threat, like
mm-hmm.
like she said the phrase. That's funny. I don't know if that's been said in Marvel before. I thought that was just something people said.
Just a little meta.
Yeah, it's kind of meta there. Part in, you know, like WandaVision, where Wanda's creating this sub-reality or whatever, and everybody's watching it like a TV show. Like that third episode of WandaVision, they're like doing the same things the theorists are doing online and stuff, trying to analyze the show and figure out little things.
Yeah, apparently there were even things written on a whiteboard that were the names of YouTube videos.
So and so is whatever or whatever. Like a few of those phrases were exact, like on that board, which there's no confirmation. They definitely could have been monitoring the YouTube theory videos and simply done it's a clean whiteboard with just handwritten on it. So they could have easily CG'd that in a week or two and posted that episode. So
seems likely if there was more than one,
if not two were exact. 3 or 4 of them had the key words in there. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but who knows? We got all the action last episode and the bridge and all of the chase scene and everything, but
we got a lot more Hawkeye, a lot more Clint. Clint's emotions, a lot more.
And losing Nat, or should I say saving Nat, that's been alluded to many times throughout the MCU, that Clint saved her or whatever, but we've never got to see it. And they mentioned the good time they had in Budapest.
You know what would be cool? She could come back as a Skrull pretending to be Black Widow.
Right, that would fuck with Clint so hard.
Now, in the comics, the Queen of the Skrulls disguises herself as Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman.
Okay.
So for like a long period of time, she's running all the Skrulls on Earth, and there's way more of them than anybody knows. They have developed the ability to not only disguise themselves as superheroes, but to get their powers.
Right.
So they have like super scrolls that have like multiple heroes' powers. But I don't know how much Secret Invasion's really going to be. I think it's going to be like Civil War, where they just sort of skip over it real quick to get to the next thing.
The Young Avengers are clearly being set up because, like, everywhere in Phase 3, you have an introduction of one of their key members, Kate Bishop apparently being one, WandaVision, her kids, Captain Marvel, you got Monica Rambeau, there's a few more there I've missed, but...
Is the character of her sister in the books or have a name beyond Black Widow's sister?
Oh, Yelena, yeah.
Yelena, okay. Does she have a superhero identity in the books?
I am not sure. I can't...
She might just be invented for the movies, but I don't know.
Maybe. All right, y'all. Well, Mike, anything last things you want to add, or should we wrap this up?
No, I really want to see where this goes because I think it's gonna bring a lot of new heroes in and a lot of new sort of side of the MCU with Daredevil, Kingpin, all these characters tying together. I like that they seem to be spreading out. Obviously, Scarlet Witch is extremely powerful, and these other, like you said, Avengers levels,
Right.
Loki. But the other shows seem to be focusing on smaller events and then tying together. So I like that.
There's been a few interviews with Kevin Feige lately, and a common question is like, so are we going to get the introduction of the Netflix characters? You know, these ground like Kingpin, Daredevil, and everything. And that
like
smirk he gives every time is like, it's telling enough to me. He basically said, you know, very soon, by the end of the year, meaning probably throughout Hawkeye and new Spider-Man movie, we're going to get the answer to that. Is what he said. So
Okay.
Awesome.
It would be cool if Kingpin's in it. There's a villain missing, you know.
Right, the mastermind.
I think that would be a bit much to introduce that character, even though we have seen him before. I just think in that film, there's going to be so much going on that they might not do that.
Screen Crush's, I know we're wrapping up, but Screen Crush's new video goes over that. It might be as little as literally confirming that in this episode they don't deal with it. And Spider-Man, you know that he's around. They might bring in like Daredevil into Spider-Man, and then setting up Kingpin as being the big bad for Phase 4, basically. The head
we
of
might
everything.
not even see him in Hawkeye.
Yeah.
That might have been all we get.
That might
possibly.
be all we get, right?
I doubt it, but
apparently in the comics, Kingpin also is an occupant of Stark Tower at one point in time. He also has that. So
regardless of how smart he is, Kang could be manipulating him.
Right.
Because
could be all
that's not the
King.
way we see Kingpin, but still, or he could be going along with him for his own reasons.
Right.
You know, he's not infallible. He's just smart.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's it. And thank you everyone for joining. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.
I'm uncomfortable because I gotta poop. All that stuff. Make that the intro.
I'm uncomfortable because I gotta poop. Cut.